Hey folks, Dave the Powell from Maximus Internet Marketing. This is Fast Friday. So I'm doing a little bit of a follow-up. I posted a couple videos this morning from Dave Portnoy, the guy from Barstool Sports. He put together some funding for small businesses that have been affected through this pandemic. So check out those videos if you're a small business and you meet his requirements. There may be some aid here to help you out. It's been really tough on a lot of industries, especially restaurants right now with these secondary shutdowns, and this might be something that can get you through. So check those out. Really appreciate what he's doing since he moved to Philly. He's a Boston guy originally. Won't hold that against him too much, but he was a huge proponent in trying to get funding for the Reading market. If you've ever been to Philly, it's a huge staple here, and he did a lot to keep that open. So he's earned my respect a great deal, and a lot of other people here in Philly. Also, it's funny. There's this place not too far from where I live called Imperial Pizza, kind of a cult classic. So he does these pizza reviews. If you've never seen him, he start doing some cheesesteak ones also. But the Imperial Pizza one was really funny, man. I mean, it's probably about as Delco as you could possibly imagine, but it was great. And then the next day I was actually driving by there, and there was a line down the street that I've never seen coming out of that place. So it's really cool that he brings shine to these, local, pizza shops, some cheesesteak places as well. Really helps them a great deal, boosts their sales. It gets more people in the door, and, that's just great. So hats off to him. Keep doing what you're doing. And I just wanted to throw some additional pointers out for myself. I'm a huge proponent in helping small businesses. I deal with, the bulk of my business are all small businesses that I help with marketing. And, now's the time that, a lot of them are struggling, especially the ones that have been hit the hardest with these regulations. So, I made it a real point to shop local this year for Christmas gifts. I got a lot of gift cards and gift certificates to local restaurants for gifts instead of other things, as well as, I even drove all the way out to some wineries and got wine there for people instead of going to the state store. I'd rather see it go to a local business. They've been hit really hard as well. They make a lot of money through their tours, people coming there and making a day of it, eating there, and they can't do that right now. So, try to support them as well. Restaurants, if you need to get wine, go to one of these wineries. They're not that far away. If you live in Philadelphia, I'm sure there are in your local areas as well if you're across the country. But gyms as well. There's a lot of gym owners that are getting crushed right now, that are forced to close again, especially these small gyms, and it's tough. So maybe if someone wants to work on their fitness going into 2021, you could buy them maybe some, personal training, some private lessons in some of these gyms. They all sell merch. So, they have shirts, they have hats, they have hoodies, they have all kinds of cool stuff. But do what you can to support these local gyms as well. I know even during the first lockdown, hair salons, barbers, and all, they had to close down. Luckily, they weren't shut down this time. But when that happened, I know I have a lot of friends that cut hair. So I went and bought some gift cards to their places. Just think outside the box on what you can do to help these businesses that have been affected the most during these the pandemic, these shutdowns, the lockdowns, regulations, whatever it is. So do your part to help small businesses right now. Now's the time that you can make or break them. You can go out and you could shop local. Do what you can to support them and keep them going right now, because we want them here in 2021, 22, and beyond. So think about that, guys. That's it. Thank you, and I will see you next week.